Hello, everybody. Welcome to the CarlosX360 channel. Today, we're going to talk about Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. But, um, this is actually a teaser for the next big review. Okay? Ninja Gaiden 4 review is in progress as we speak. Just one second. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you like the clips that I put out on this channel. Each clip has links to my playlist. So you can go down there and enjoy Ninja Gaiden content. This is a review. Let's get on with it. Ninja Gaiden was released in 1988 as Ninja Ryuken Den and Shadow Warriors in Europe. Ninja Gaiden was originally an arcade game where you are a ninja and you are to progress through the world of Ninja Gaiden in a beat 'em up gameplay style. At the time, Tecmo was readying a version of Ninja Gaiden 2 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. And in the process of developing Ninja Gaiden for the Nintendo Entertainment System, they changed the gameplay style. The conversion to NES drastically changed the way the game is played. It's no longer a perfect conversion, which today we now know as a port. So now it's no longer the beat 'em up title. It's now an action game. Upon release, the game became an instant hit, despite the change. Tecmo saw how successful Ninja Gaiden was received and went to work on a sequel. From here, Ninja Gaiden 2, The Dark Sword of Chaos was built on the original NES release and went on to sell just as well as the original NES release. Long term, both games has become legendary games in the Nintendo Entertainment System library. Ninja Gaiden 3, The Ancient Ship of Doom, was released shortly thereafter, but did not receive the same critical acclaim the first two games enjoyed. Tecmo released Ninja Gaiden Trilogy and did not sell at nearly as much as the first two. And Ninja Gaiden would take a long hiatus until 2004. Then Tecmo and Team Ninja released a reboot of Ninja Gaiden for Xbox. Shortly thereafter, Tecmo and Team Ninja got the funding of Microsoft to develop Ninja Gaiden 2 for Xbox 360. In 2008, Ninja Gaiden 2 was released and has put Ninja Gaiden back on the map. Notoriously known as a difficult game, iconic and legendary. Team Ninja rocked the gaming industry with a surprise stealth drop earlier this year with the release of Ninja Gaiden 2 Black after the announcement of Ninja Gaiden 4 set to be released in late 2025. .mu, the makers of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge, and Streets of Rage 4 released Ninja Gaiden Ragebound on July 31st 2025. Earlier this year, I played Ninja Gaiden, Ninja Gaiden Sigma, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, and Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. I reviewed Ninja Gaiden 2 Black for PlayStation 5 because it was part of Koei Tecmo's year of the Ninja Initiative. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black was released January 23, 2025 as part of a live stream stealth release, a surprise release. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is a completely new game. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound takes place during the events of the original Ninja Gaiden for NES from 1988. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is available on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, and PC. This review is about Ninja Gaiden Ragebound for PlayStation 5. Gameplay. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is played in high resolution for high definition televisions, but the graphics are designed in such a way that makes the game look like a 32-bit video game. The graphics goes beyond 16-bit as far as style and animations go. There is more pixel for each background and each character designed. The best way to describe the graphics is that the pixel art is animated similarly to a 32-bit game like Castlevania, Symphony of the Night, Mega Man 8, Mega Man X4, and similar games. The closest the pixel art that I can describe is Mega Man X4. It has more animation per character. Besides more pixels and smoother animation, there is more colors and more variety in effects, more variety in backgrounds. Now, let's talk about gameplay. I am talking about graphics because it relates to gameplay. The game runs at 60 frames per second locked throughout the whole game, despite the 2D look or sprites. As I said, if you played Mega Man X4, you know how the game looks animated. Because Zero uses his saber like a sword. Ryu's animations is similar to old Nintendo Entertainment System games where the sword swipes in front of you as an attack vector. You have attack, jump, and or combination of the two. During gameplay, you attack enemies and rack up what is known as hypercharge attacks by attacking enemies with ores that reflect that hypercharge. A red hypercharge will throw shurikens with more power. A blue hypercharge will charge your sword with one hit kill. You can use a combination of two things at this once. at once. For example, you can bounce off enemies by jumping on top of another enemy as a strategy. They teach you this earlier on, but because by the end of the game you will use it as a strategy against bosses. Difficulty. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound starts off with at least 2 bangs. One is a hard boss battle. Hard battle with Ryu Hayabusa. In the beginning, yes, I'm not joking. I'm not making up lies. You can play Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, and the first thing you fight is Ryu Hayabusa. You can either try winning or you can lose. Or you can redo the level and try beating Ryu later. Anyway, from here, you start with a training mode of sorts. And that's where you meet Ryu Hayabusa. Once you're done with that part, you continue the level normally. From here, you learn how to finish the game on your own. You also battle a boss here. Starts off easy, then a bit hard, then easy, then hard. So the difficulty starts off with valleys, with levels that are easy, but also the bosses raises the stakes. Each level gets harder and harder as the game progresses. Each boss also raises difficulty and challenge as you progress. Story's next. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound takes place during the events of the original Ninja Gaiden. You play as Kenji Mozu and Ryu Hayabusa and Ryu Hayabusa is your mentor, and he has to go to United States to honor his father's will and eventually defeat demons. From here, Kenji is in Japan, defending the Hayabusa village from total extinction. During the journey, Kenji meets Komori and forms a partnership to defeat demons despite differences. Komori is a Black Spider clan member. She lent her powers to help Kenji survive and progress in Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. If you played controls, we're talking about controls now. So, anyway, if you played any of the Ninja Gaiden games from 1989 to 1991, you will feel home. You will feel right at home with Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. If you played any 2D action games in recent times, you will be right at home with Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. One such example is a direct competitor, Shinobi Art of Vengeance. As I mentioned before, you jump, you attack, you use a combination of the two, and once you get accustomed to the controls, you feel comfortable. By the end of the game, you get comfortable that you want to challenge the big bad bosses. Now we're talking about graphics. Uh, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound uses pixel art in the vein of Mega Man X4. Ragebound seems to play like a 32-bit video game. Ragebound looks colorful, runs at 60 frames per second, and is responsive. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound plays like a beautiful love letter to Ninja Gaiden fans from the 80s. The graphics are well done to help tell the story, especially in the background. I won't spoil it, but the backgrounds do have storylines being told. Now we're going to talk about user interface. There's not much to say or talk about with regards to the user interface because it's as simple as they come. The user interface is really basic and does not really handhold you. It is so simple you will understand 80% of the game already by the time you get to the 3 major bosses. I won't spoil it, but once you reach that point, you know how to play the game. And once you defeat those major bosses, your difficulty will spike so hard. Now we're going to talk about music and sound. The highlight of Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, believe it or not, is actually the music and the sounds. You won't immediately understand it, but once you reach a major or hard boss, the music starts ramping up and start delivering the kind of musical score that Ninja Gaiden games are known for. Ninja Gaiden, since inception, has always been known for music. You go to arcades and you find a Ninja Gaiden arcade cabinet, you will immediately get the sounds and music popping off. By the time you try Ninja Gaiden for NES, you expect the same level of quality. By the time you get the Ninja Gaiden reboots, like the recently released Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, you expect the music to hype you up. The sounds go along with the gameplay and is... Hold on. I pressed the wrong button. Let me go back. Sorry, guys. The sounds go along with the gameplay and is loud. Now, my verdict. Carlos's verdict. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is a beautiful love letter to Ninja Gaiden fans who grew up playing with beautiful pixel art that seems reminiscent of 32-bit video games. Ragebound is an action game that ramps up in difficulty as you play, but has valleys in between to keep you engaged to the game. Music and sound matches the action to help you stay hyped for what's next. Ragebound is basically a linear game, but has secrets that prolong the gameplay. Replay value is high depending on what you're looking for or looking to do in Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. 70 to 100. Okay? That'll be all for this video. To end this video, we're going to go ahead and watch a little bit of gameplay. It doesn't look easy. It was hard. But once I figured it out, I defeated the boss. But that'll be all for this video. Like, subscribe, talk about CarlosX360. I'll see you guys later. Stay awesome.